50 Amazon tools that are truly on another level. A deep dive into groundbreaking gadgets, smart machines, and everyday innovations that redefine convenience. Get ready for an unforgettable journey into a world where creativity, engineering, and pure practicality collide. What you're about to read isn't just a list of tools, it's a celebration of modern invention, clever problem solving, and those rare products that instantly make you think, how did I ever live without this? From household helpers to industrial-grade marvels, from kitchen magic to construction site powerhouses, these Amazon tools don't just perform tasks, they elevate them. Each one transforms effort into ease, chaos into order, and guesswork into precision. Sit back, imagine the applause, feel the rhythm of innovation, and let's explore tools that truly operate on another level. Precision meets power, tools that respect nature while getting the job done. Imagine standing in your garden, surrounded by delicate grass, stubborn weeds, and deeply rooted intruders threatening your carefully nurtured trees. Normally, this would require patience, strength, and the constant fear of damaging what you want to protect. But with the right brush cutter, all that stress vanishes. This advanced cutting tool doesn't just attack vegetation indiscriminately. Instead, it targets weeds and roots with surgical precision, removing unwanted growth while leaving trees untouched, upright, and proud. It's the perfect blend of power and finesse, proof that modern tools can be both aggressive and gentle at the same time. Clean lines, zero mess, the art of perfect cable installation. Running cables through walls has long been one of the messiest, most frustrating home improvement tasks imaginable. Dust everywhere, uneven grooves, and a final result that looks rushed rather than refined. But innovation changes everything. With this wall grooving tool, there are no puddles of debris, no chaotic mess, and no uneven lines. One smooth pass creates a straight, elegant groove that looks like it was drawn by an architect's hand. The cable fits neatly inside, the wall remains clean, and the final result feels professional, even if you're a DIY beginner. Feel like a superhero underwater. It may not help you fly through the air, but once it hits the water, this device transforms your experience entirely. Suddenly, swimming feels effortless. Even if you've never considered yourself a strong swimmer, this underwater propulsion tool glides smoothly, responding intuitively to your movements. It's lightweight, easy to handle, and designed to make underwater exploration feel natural and fun. In moments like these, technology blurs the line between human limitation and superhuman experience. Perfect kebabs every single time. Grilling kebabs often sounds easier than it actually is. Uneven cooking, burnt edges, undercooked centers, and constant rotation make it a stressful process. But this clever grilling tool eliminates all the guesswork. It automatically rotates the skewers, ensuring even heat distribution from every angle. No burns, no babysitting, no stress. Just perfectly grilled, juicy meat every time. Whether you're hosting friends or cooking for family, your kebabs finally get the respect they deserve. The suitcase that redefines space. Packing for a trip often feels like a cruel game of compromise. Do you bring more outfits or leave room for souvenirs? This vacuum-packed suitcase ends that dilemma entirely. By compressing clothing inside, it creates maximum space without sacrificing organization. Suddenly, you can pack everything you want without sitting on the suitcase or wrestling with the zipper. Travel becomes easier, lighter, and far less stressful. Slice faster than you can think. Onions, scallions, and vegetables are essential, but prepping them can feel endless. This ultra-fast slicer changes that instantly. Simply slide the vegetables in and the tool takes over. Clean cuts, consistent slices, and zero effort. It's so fast that you'll forget why chopping ever felt like a chore in the first place. A vacuum mop that feels like a dream. Cleaning floors usually means multiple steps: sweep, mop, dry, repeat. But this vacuum mop merges everything into one smooth motion. With a single swipe, dirt disappears. No streaks, no residue, no frantic floor sprinting before it dries. The result? Spotless floors and a stress-free cleaning routine that feels almost therapeutic. Smart assistants that turn work into art. When you hold a truly intelligent tool in your hands, your work transforms. Tasks become smoother, faster, and more precise. This smart assistant tool is designed to eliminate errors, enhance accuracy, and make every movement feel intentional. It doesn't just help, it impresses. Whether in a workshop or on a job site, it sparks envy and admiration from anyone watching. Turn your bathtub into a jacuzzi. Dreaming of a jacuzzi but stuck with a standard tub? Renovation isn't necessary anymore. This clever bathtub insert transforms your ordinary bath into a bubbling retreat. It's relaxation on demand, no construction, no expense, just pure comfort whenever you need it. Dent removal that feels like magic. A dent in your car can ruin your day, but this suction-based dent removal tool restores metal so cleanly that it feels unreal. It sticks, pulls, and reshapes the surface with remarkable precision. Once it's done, it's like the damage never existed. When construction tools feel like music. Holding a high-end Hilti tool feels less like manual labor and more like conducting a symphony. Every movement is precise, controlled, and powerful. The tool doesn't fight you, it responds. All you do is guide it, admire the performance, and enjoy the harmony between engineering and human skill. Ice cubes that look like jewelry. Ice doesn't have to be boring. With this ice press, ordinary cubes transform into crystal clear gems that look like frozen diamonds. Add a drink, pour champagne, and suddenly your glass feels luxurious. It's elegance in frozen form. Roofing precision without guesswork. Aligning roof panels can be stressful and time-consuming. This innovative machine removes uncertainty entirely. It locks panels into place with absolute accuracy, making the process feel effortless, even if it's your first day on the job. Drains cleared in moments. Blocked drains often lead to panic, plungers, and mess. This smart drain cleaning device clears clogs quickly and cleanly. No mess, no frustration, just instant relief. Cars that become amphibians. When a car enters water with open windows, it stops being just a vehicle. In moments like this, innovation and engineering become truly fascinating. The real question becomes, who's more afraid, the river or the car? The robot barista that never misses. Coffee lovers rejoice. This robotic barista doesn't take breaks, doesn't ask for tips, and never messes up your order. Every cup is perfect. Your kitchen becomes a cafe, and consistency becomes the new standard. Confetti fireworks without fire. Want to celebrate indoors or outdoors without risk? This confetti launcher delivers vibrant bursts of color. No flames, no danger, just joy. It's pure fun, safely packaged. Train like a winter sports pro. This compact tracked machine may look small, but it acts like a personal ski trainer. Grip on, glide forward, and shred through snow like a seasoned pro, even if it's your first time. A kitchen hood that erases steam. More than just an exhaust hood, this device actively vacuums steam. One press and kitchen fog disappears like magic. Clear air, clear vision, and a far more comfortable cooking experience. Windshield protection that works like armor. Instead of replacing an entire windshield, apply this protective film. When rocks hit you, replace the film, not the glass. Simple, smart, and incredibly cost-effective. Sock folding without effort. Folding socks can feel endless. This gadget rolls each pair perfectly with zero effort. It's a dream for neat freaks and a miracle for the lazy. Portable cooling anywhere you go. Clip this mini fan to a stroller, lawn mower, or belt and enjoy a personal breeze wherever you are. Hot sun problem solved. Steam cleaning made effortless. Floors, tiles, sinks, everything sparkles with this steam cleaner. It's like hearing a full cleaning crew condensed into one powerful tool. One tool, endless creativity. This multifunction shaping tool sands, slices, and sculpts materials with artistic precision. It feels like carving wood with the hands of a master craftsman. See what you're cleaning. Why clean blindly when you can see everything? This endoscope-style ear cleaning device gives you a clear visual on a screen. Precision hygiene, crystal clear results. A universal tool that does it all. With interchangeable attachments, this universal tool handles countless tasks, even if you're not a professional. It's the Swiss Army knife of modern tools, only better. Small pruner, big power. At first glance, it looks modest, then it slices through thick branches effortlessly. Impressive doesn't even begin to cover it. Tools that feel like magic. From mesmerizing sanding processes to laser-guided trimming, from powerhouse drills to instant juicers, each invention proves one thing: the right tool doesn't just save time, it changes how work feels. Innovation that simplifies life. Auto-retracting cables, angled power adapters, smart plant monitors, furniture moving systems, dust-free woodworking tools, each one removes friction from daily life. They turn hard into easy and annoying into satisfying. When strength meets simplicity. Some tools allow you to perform tasks that usually require serious power, using nothing more than a simple press of your hand. That's the beauty of modern design. Precision that feels effortless. From flawless cuts to perfect holes, from edge processing to sanding perfection, these tools deliver results that once required years of experience. Now mastery is accessible. Machines that make the impossible possible. Cleaning what once seemed uncleanable, welding with robotic precision, applying cement in minutes instead of hours. Technology has turned impossible into routine. Branding, building, and beyond. Laser engraving brings designs to life instantly. Automatic welding guns redefine speed. Tile markers ensure perfection with one stroke. Every detail matters, and now every detail is easier. A final moment of inspiration. Sometimes words fall short. Watching these tools in action is its own reward. They remind us that innovation isn't just about speed or power. It's about elegance, efficiency, and joy. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the magic of modern invention. Each of these tools deserves applause, not just for what it does, but for how brilliantly it does it. We'll see you next time. Until then, stay inspired, stay curious, and keep discovering what's possible when creativity meets technology. When tools become ideas, the quiet philosophy of modern invention. There's a moment we've all experienced, even if we don't talk about it much. You see a tool in action, maybe in a short clip, maybe in someone else's hands, and something clicks. Not just, oh, that's useful, but wait, why didn't this exist before? That moment is where this story begins. This isn't just a collection of Amazon tools or clever gadgets. It's a window into how humans think, solve problems, and slowly bend the physical world to match imagination. Tools are never just tools. They're frozen ideas, their philosophy made solid. Every handle, motor, sensor, and rotating part is an answer to a question someone once asked in frustration. There has to be a better way. And increasingly there is. The evolution of effort, from muscle to mind. For most of human history, work meant strain, farming meant broken backs, construction meant calloused hands, cooking meant time, repetition, and guesswork. Effort was the price of survival. But modern tools represent a shift. We are no longer obsessed with raw strength. We're obsessed with efficiency, precision, and ease. Not because we're lazy, but because we're learning that intelligence scales better than muscle ever could. Take something as simple as a brush cutter designed to remove weeds without harming trees. On the surface, it's a gardening tool. Underneath, it's a philosophy, power without destruction. The idea that force can be selective, that strength doesn't have to be reckless. That's a deeply modern concept. The same thinking applies across this entire ecosystem of tools. They don't just do things faster, they do them smarter. Clean lines, clean minds. Consider the wall grooving tool that creates perfect cable channels without dust, puddles, or chaos. This isn't about laziness, it's about mental clarity. Mess creates friction not just physically, but psychologically. When a job produces debris, noise, and uncertainty, your brain goes into defense mode. You rush, you compromise, you accept imperfections. But when a tool produces a straight architectural line with one smooth pass, something else happens. Your mind relaxes, you slow down, you start caring about the result. This is a subtle but powerful shift, tools shaping not just outcomes, but human behavior. The democratization of skill. One of the most fascinating aspects of modern tools is how they flatten the skill curve. Things that once required years of training, perfect drilling, precise sanding, even professional-level welding, are now accessible to beginners with the right equipment. This doesn't cheapen craftsmanship, it redefines it. Skill is no longer only about muscle memory, it's about decision-making. Knowing when to use the tool, knowing what outcome you want. The tool handles the execution. Think about that for a second. We're moving from a world where humans adapt to tools to one where tools adapt to humans. That's not just convenience, that's a quiet revolution. The rise of invisible intelligence. Many of these tools feel almost magical because their intelligence is hidden. A vacuum mop that leaves no streaks. a drain cleaner that clears blockages without mess, a dent remover that reshapes metal like it never bent at all. None of these scream advanced technology, they whisper it. And that's the hallmark of good design, when technology disappears, leaving only the experience. We don't marvel at the circuitry, we marvel at the result, the absence of stress, the lack of cleanup, the feeling that things just worked. In a way, these tools respect our attention. They don't demand admiration, they earn trust. When precision feels like art, there's something strangely emotional about watching a tool perform flawlessly. Perfect roof panels locking into place, laser-guided cuts slicing through material without resistance, ice cubes pressed into crystal-clear geometric forms. Why does this feel satisfying? Because humans crave order. We are pattern-seeking creatures living in a messy world. When we witness precision, it feels like the universe briefly cooperating. This is why sanding videos go viral, why people can watch wood being shaped for hours, why smooth processes are hypnotic. These tools don't just produce results, they produce calm. The kitchen as a laboratory. Nowhere is this transformation more obvious than in the kitchen. The kitchen used to be a battlefield: heat, knives, timing, and constant vigilance. Burn something, undercook something else, cry over onions, guess when it's done. Modern kitchen tools remove uncertainty. A skewer rotator that ensures even cooking. A mandolin slicer that delivers restaurant-quality cuts. A robotic coffee maker that never miscalculates. An egg peeler that ends the war with shells forever. What's happening here is fascinating. Cooking is becoming less about stress and more about creativity. When execution is handled, imagination takes the lead. And suddenly, people who can't cook start enjoying the process. Tools that change how time feels. Some inventions don't just save time, they change your relationship with time. A suitcase that compresses clothing doesn't just give you space, it gives you freedom from decision fatigue. An auto-retracting cable doesn't just tidy a room, it removes a micro-annoyance that would have lingered for years. A furniture-moving system doesn't just help you lift, it gives you independence. These are small victories, but life is made of small victories. When friction disappears, energy is released, and that energy often goes somewhere meaningful. The illusion of effortlessness. Here's the paradox: the more advanced tools become, the more effortless work appears. Watching a precision cutter glide through wood looks easy. Using a steam cleaner that erases grime feels trivial. Drilling through dense material with the right tool feels almost unfair. But this ease is not accidental. It's the result of decades of engineering, testing, failure, and refinement. Effortlessness is earned, and modern tools are the receipts. Why we love watching tools work. There's a reason people can sit for hours watching machines cut, shape, polish, or assemble. It's not just entertainment, it's reassurance. These videos show a world where systems behave predictably, where actions have clear outcomes, where problems are solved cleanly. In a chaotic world, that's comforting. Tools working perfectly remind us that order is possible, that solutions exist, that complexity can be managed. The human at the center. Despite all this technology, one thing remains constant: the human is still at the center. Tools don't replace creativity, they amplify it. They don't remove responsibility, they reduce error. They don't eliminate work, they refine it. The best tools feel like extensions of the body and mind, like they were always supposed to be there. And when you use them, there's a quiet satisfaction, not just in what you've done, but in how you've done it. Closing thought for part 1. This first part isn't really about products, it's about a shift in how we approach effort, skill, and daily life. Modern tools reflect a deeper idea: work doesn't have to hurt to be meaningful. Precision doesn't have to be stressful. Power doesn't have to be destructive. As we move into the next parts, we'll explore specific categories: construction, home, mobility, and personal comfort, and see how this philosophy plays out in even more surprising ways. For now, just notice this. Every great tool is a quiet promise. A promise that life can be a little smoother, a little cleaner, and a lot more satisfying if we're willing to build smarter. Precision, power, and the pleasure of control. There's a particular kind of satisfaction that comes from control, not dominance, not force, but mastery. the feeling that a task responds to your intention cleanly, without resistance or chaos. In this part, we step deeper into the world of modern tools and explore how precision and power, when paired intelligently, reshape the way we work, build, and move through physical space. If part 1 was about why tools matter, part 2 is about how they feel in the hands. Power without violence. For centuries, power tools were loud, aggressive, and unforgiving. They tore through materials and demanded respect through fear. One mistake and you paid for it, sometimes literally. Modern tools have softened that relationship. They still deliver immense power, but it's controlled, measured, and often surprisingly gentle. Think of a dent-pulling device that restores metal without cracking paint, or a clamp that grips pipe connections with the confidence of a master welder yet releases cleanly when asked. This is power that listens, power that stops when the job is done. The shift here is subtle but profound. Control has replaced intimidation. The joy of alignment. Anyone who has ever worked with panels, tiles, or structural components knows the frustration of alignment. A millimeter off becomes a visible flaw. A small miscalculation cascades into wasted time and materials. That's why tools that guarantee alignment feel almost miraculous. Roof panel locking systems that snap pieces together like puzzle parts. Tile marking tools that require one perfect stroke. Shelf systems that assemble cleanly and remain mobile. These devices remove uncertainty, and in doing so, they remove stress. Alignment isn't just a technical requirement, it's a psychological relief. When things line up, we feel competent, capable, in sync with the task. Construction as choreography. Watch a skilled worker using a high-end construction tool and you'll notice something interesting. The movements are smooth, almost graceful. A Hilti drill humming with steady confidence. A cement mixer spinning plaster into uniform perfection. A drilling system that glides through dense material without hesitation. This isn't brute force, it's choreography. The worker sets the intention, the tool executes. Together they create a rhythm, and rhythm, whether in music or labor, is deeply satisfying. Good tools don't interrupt that rhythm, they protect it. When machines become teammates. At some point, tools stopped being passive objects and started becoming collaborators. A smart assistant that ensures flawless measurements. A robotic barista that remembers your perfect brew. A steam-zapping kitchen hood that reacts instantly to heat and moisture. These tools don't wait for instructions step by step. They anticipate, they adjust, they support. And this changes how we relate to work. When machines feel reliable, we trust them. When we trust them, we relax, and relaxed humans do better work. The sensory appeal of precision. There's an almost meditative quality to watching precision tools operate. Sanding machines smoothing wood into silk-like surfaces. Laser-guided cutters tracing flawless lines. Edge processing tools refining materials to exact dimensions. The sound is steady, the motion is consistent, the result is predictable. Our brains love this. Neuroscientists will tell you that predictable patterns reduce cognitive load, they free mental energy. That's why these processes feel calming, even mesmerizing. It's not just productivity, it's therapy disguised as craftsmanship. Strength made accessible. Not everyone has the same physical strength, and that's okay. Modern tools are designed with that reality in mind. Furniture moving systems that let one person shift heavy objects. Lifting devices that replace dangerous manual methods. Compact machines that amplify force with minimal effort. These tools don't just make work easier, they make it safer and more inclusive. Strength is no longer the gatekeeper to capability. Knowledge and intention are. Mobility in the art of balance. Some tools blur the line between machine and motion. Track ski trainers that let you glide like a winter athlete. All-terrain vehicles that challenge your sense of stability. Elevated lifting platforms that defy gravity itself. These inventions remind us that balance is an active process. They reward attention, respect, and skill. They're